Yeah, we are on session 83, John.
Okay.
Oh, wow. The last time we did this was March 28th, 2023.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, yeah, it's been a little while, but we're back. We ventured off and did some other ventures, and now we're back. We've come back to the Shire, and so since it's been so long, I decided to write a little recap with the help of ChatGPT, actually. Funny thing is, I basically took all my notes and I just put it in the ChatGPT chat box, just threw it all in there, and it came up with something pretty decent.
Be careful, you might lose your job.
I know. All right, so here we go. Just a reminder, all of our players are John Waller, who plays the
the fighter Bruin Malchance.
Yep. Okay, and then we have Noah Peters, who plays
the Honorable.
And we have Kevin.
He plays a blood hunter, Norqual Helsing.
Okay. And finally, we have to be announced Jordan. But
I used to play Solaris, and then he left.
Then he left. Okay, so here we go. Here's a recap brought to you by ChatGPT. Welcome back, adventurers. It's been a long journey and even longer since we last gathered. Let's take a moment to revisit the tales we've woven together so far. Our story began in the quaint town of Kaelwood, where you, our brave adventurers, were hired by steadfast Captain Stefan Carey II. Your mission? Track down the notorious thief Grayson Brooke and retrieve a stolen pendant of immense importance. Through clever investigation and a few well-placed bribes, you uncovered the hideout of Grayson Brooke in the farming village of Myersburg. Confronting thugs and even battling skeletons, you showed the mettle that defined the true heroes. In the dramatic showdown, you defeated Grayson, reclaiming the pendant and unearthing a dark artifact, the Death Orb, a relic capable of resurrecting the dead. This Death Orb also, this is something that it didn't say, but it's also called the Sumerian Shade. Okay. Returning to Kaelwood, you found it plagued by a mysterious illness. Your courage and resourcefulness shone through as you cleanse the town and discover a second, more chaotic Death Orb. This one turned the living into undead, adding a sinister twist to your journey. You soon realized the pendant you retrieved was the Daughter's Heart, a powerful artifact belonging to Princess Lunestia of Londeroth. Did I change that name?
I think you changed that.
Yeah, I don't think it's Lunestia anymore. Anyways. And it's not. It certainly isn't a powerful artifact. The princess, now aware of your involvement, has kept a watchful eye on your exploits. That is something I did not tell you guys, but I definitely wrote it down somewhere in my notes.
She did?
So, your path crossed with agents of a dark force known only as the Weaver. The shadowy figure leading a cult of followers sought to harness demonic powers to create an army of undead. You thwarted the Weaver's plan time and time again, but the threat loomed larger with each encounter. A dire revelation came to light. The Weaver planned to corrupt all the World Stones, ancient crystals that maintain the balance of the world. You witnessed the corruption of the World Stone at the Jewel, and more recently, the desecration of the World Stone at Irenthas. The Weavers aim to plunge the world into chaos before restoring it under their control. Throughout your journey, you've met a cast of characters both friend and foe. From the noble halls of Londorath to the humble homes of Kaelwood, each interaction has shaped your path and tested your resolve. In a recent battle aboard an airship, you face annihilation at the hands of the Weaver's force. In a desperate bid to save you all, Solaris made the heart-wrenching decision to join the Weavers, leaving your group with a void to fill. And here we are, the start of a new session. If anything is... I kind of glanced over it, so I'm pretty sure everything seems right. So, but if you guys have any questions about the story thus far, this is the time to ask. If you feel confident that the story will unfold itself and explain itself, you might be
How about we review why we were on the airship and going to the city?
Okay, yeah, sure. If I remember correctly, since I spent most of the time creating this issue, you guys were tasked to go to Leandria, which is the coastal city in Londorath.
Yeah.
Right? Because the person that took little Jathan initially kidnapped him and brought him to Iranthas, leading you guys basically there, where you guys were scribed upon the whole way, leading basically as bait to find the entrance to Iranthas, right? So that caused a whole chain of things, but this figure, one of the like upgraded versions of the undead, right, dropped him off while he went further down the road to Leandria, which is where Mist was following. Yeah, he was tracking him, and he tracked him all the way to Leandria and told you guys. And so before the king basically says, well, we are kind of fighting a war of two fronts. One is the more pronounced one of the Kaelwood threat, the Kakia threat, and the other one is the Weavers. And the problem with the Weavers is not a threat to be dealt with by a large army. So you guys were asked by the king himself to discover their plans and hopefully neutralize it, right? So with that, you guys found not Jaquez, it was Jasper, which is an informant for Norqual, and he said that he worked on an airship, and anyways, that airship was the quickest way for you guys to get to Leandria. Now, mid-flight, just a couple of days in, you find out that Jaquez was under the influence of the Weavers, and he basically sought to destroy you guys. But you guys killed him instead.
Who didn't Luke die? Who was in the murder mystery? Who all died?
I believe a few people died, but definitely Luke Sampson.
He died. He
It
got
was
murdered.
the airship owner and then the kitchen person.
Yeah.
The cook. Also, the only reason that the bad guys found the Elven Ancient Kingdom is because we let them straight there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Shit,
I
didn't know that
didn't know
either. That makes me feel real good.
It's all right. Bruin doesn't know.
Well, that
Wait.
was the.
Clayton died.
Oh, it was Clayton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the whole cast in there. It was kind of I want to do a
Ballard.
murder mystery, so anything that happened there, I probably don't remember.
Ballard, Jaquez.
I would say
Who's
the
that?
captain is still alive.
Captain Honda.
Yeah, but I don't think the second command is alive anymore.
The
Uh,
bird
fir-
died.
No.
First mate. First mate is Luke Sampson.
Yeah, he died, right?
I thought he got murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he got
died.
killed by the
Yeah.
carving knife.
So really, it's just the captain and
The sisters, Jaquez,
yeah.
Ballard.
You don't have to
Ariel.
worry about the rest of them. Okay. All right.
But there was a cute girl, right? Who was in
The
love with Luke.
tiefling.
Yeah, that was in love with Luke Sampson.
Ariel.
Obviously,
She
I
died,
remember
right?
that.
Yeah, I don't think she died.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Really, I think out of the murder mystery, only 2 people died.
Yeah, it's murder, singular, mystery.
Murder's
know?
mystery. Okay. Anyways, you guys solved that, so everything's dandy. At the end of that, the Weavers like kind of teleport onto the ship, and like basically told you guys kind of their plan, like a tentative plan. Obviously, you guys did not agree with such illogical notion of basically them trying to reset the world by basically corrupting all of the world stones so that there is no natural order to things anymore. Do you guys remember what the world stones were? What they did?
Yeah.
Consciousness.
Yeah, they're kind of like the world's subconscious. Like things just worked out because these world
Just
stones
the
were
order.
present.
We set the rules.
But
Law.
their idea is that the world is basically already heading that direction, and that they're just basically pushing the time ahead. Let's get it reset, and then, now, if they're trying to control the world stones, nobody really knows besides this one point a very general sense of what's going on. But nobody really knows what the Weaver's actual plan is. Neither do I. I'm just kidding.
What?
Okay, so with that, if you guys are good, I can start our session. Solid?
Good.
Solid, okay. Okay,
Wait, sorry. Why did so Jordan join just to save us? Like,
Yeah, they were going to
Solaris?
destroy the ship.
the ship and
Okay.
everything in it, because he had placed a timed fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could have saved us.
I mean,
I remember I was gonna jump off the airship.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
right.
I was gonna stuff you in the bag of holding and grab the other 2 guys. And we
Yeah.
were gonna fly.
If it was up to you guys, you probably would have been okay, but because there were like a whole ship full of crew members. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I gotta be good again.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be different now.
All right.
wait, did we get to keep the skeletons, or did they go with Solaris?
They went away.
I don't think they were around. Maybe not.
They were shuffling.
We were shoveling the coal.
They're shuffling coal for us.
I have the weapons.
Let's just say they fell into a pile of bones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get up, lazy bones. Ugh.
So, let's jump into our session. Now, in
Oh no.
kind of need him for this part.
He's probably all right. Break.
It's break.
I have it all written down.
Ooh, I should do the left behind.
Left behind.
Yeah, because you guys were technically left behind.
Oh, bye.
So my attempt now, really, I have to do a little bit of railroading just so we can get some direction for you guys to work with it, play within the parameters, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to just open up from here and then you know, you guys just like, whatever, I don't know what to do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Jordan with the clean haircut.
He's
Alright.
muted.
I was on date.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
You would plan your date on D&D night?
Oof.
I thought I planned it sufficiently enough to where I'd get back here a full hour before we started, and things just ran longer. And so,
Yeah, so so a whole hour after. No, I'm kidding. All right, that's cool.
Like, how'd that go with, like, I'm just curious, how'd that go? I gotta go, like, right now. The state's really important, but I got D&D.
it came to a natural conclusion at like a good time, and I was just like, I thanked the fates, and I went on my merry way.
Thank the fates. Okay. So, I don't know how much of the last part you heard, but there wasn't really much of the last part.
Yeah, I was listening to everything.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna have to railroad us a little.
Yeah, I'm going to have to railroad you guys just a little, just so you guys can get to a spot where you can kind of decide what you want to do. Okay, so here we go. So, in the aftermath, okay, so the visualization right now is that you see a broken, like the top of a big box is like destroyed. And this is where Jordan had placed the contained elemental in one of the initial death orb. This is actually the orb that you guys picked off of Grayson Brook, right? So he called his he did his divine intervention, brought the giant elemental into an orb, and he stuck the orb inside, which stabilized the ship instead of it, right?
Oh yeah.
That said, stabilized doesn't mean that it's in working order. And probably half the top of the ship is like seared and burned away. And as the immediate threat leaves, right, you see the Weaver's portal out with Solaris. You take a moment to, well, your body and your mind wants to think about Solaris leaving. But you guys are also seasoned adventurers now. And knowing this, you also know that you can't do anything about that right now. So you take a glance around and you see that there are crewmen frantically putting out fires, trying to do what they can to keep the ship afloat, right? In the midst of this, Norqual. The chaotic environment, and the danger that it kind of portrayed. This moment reminded you something pivotal in your past. Okay? Now, in this moment, Norqual, you experience a flashback within confines of your mind. The rest of you may listen and you can make your own chatter, but you are not there. This memory is just for Norqual. Okay? And this will bleed into your backstory, Norqual. So, if you're okay with me proceeding.
Sure.
Great. Okay. Hold up.
I like how you asked for consent first.
What happens if I said no?
If you said no, then we'll just move on.
Oh.
Okay.
He actually didn't think of anything.
Yeah. All right. So, within your flashback, you are reminded of a dark night years ago. You're reminded of a village that you have grown up in. You're also reminded of a chaotic setting where your village is under siege by a horde of demons. And you are a child, powerless, looking around frantically, really not even sure where to look, where to hide, but you're there, standing alone, with all this going around you. You feel the desperation build up in you. And what you see just down the road, in the middle of the street, is your mother. What do you do?
I run towards her.
As you get closer, with every step, you can't even hear your foot slamming against the paved rocks. Each step draws you closer, and you might have stumbled a few times, but you keep going towards her, and she turns towards you. Hold up. Okay. She doesn't say anything. What do you do?
I tugged at her clothes.
Okay.
How young am I?
It would have
Talking
been
about like 4.
when everything happened, yeah.
Okay. I tug. Frying.
She doesn't notice you. In fact, she's looking past you. And you look in the direction of where she's looking, and you see your father running towards you two. And you hear your father say, "Norcal, step away from your mother." What do you do?
I look back and forth. Look towards my mother. Look back at the father.
And you see him approach closer and closer until he's right up on you. And he literally takes you and grabs you where you're in, your shirt, and throws you aside. And immediately you see your mother's eyes, even for a split second, blink into a furious red. And some immense strength comes over her. And she puts her hands around your father's neck and pushes them down to the ground. What do you do?
I yell, "What are you doing? Stop it!"
As you go over to stop your mother, she doesn't budge. You put your hands on her, and what you remember as supposed to be this, human flesh that's soft, just like your mother's touch, but instead you grip just muscle, intense, solid, and you can only imagine the amount of force that's being pressed upon your father's neck. Do you do anything else?
I mean, I'm over here yanking her arm away.
Okay. And you're powerless to do so. And you look over at your father, and you see the light in his eyes fading. And then finally, you know, in your desperate moment, that this person has died. Then finally, your mother looks towards you with the intense gaze that she gave your father. And she reaches out to you. What do?
I'm on the ground, right? My butt's on the ground, and I'm like trying to crawl backwards away. Like,
Okay.
No.
She's stands up and starts moving towards you faster and faster. And as she's about to grab you, you see an arrow shoot straight through her hand. And she peels back, screaming, looking towards the direction of the arrow. And what you see is a figure cloaked with almost kind of a bucket hat that has a large rim. And he's holding a bow. And you see him running towards you, or rather towards your mother. And he collides straight into your mother, or who it's supposed to be, and just basically tackled her. And they kind of roll a couple feet off to the side of you, and then you see both of them get up, both in a stance ready to go at each other. Now, what do you do at this point?
I'm walking towards my father's body, like kind of pushing him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Lifeless.
Still in shock. Yeah, still in shock.
Uh-huh.
Like wake up. And then kind of like glancing back and forth between the fight and my dad.
Yeah. And you just see these unrealistic movements from both figures. Your mother, who's normally fragile, making incredible leaps in the air, clawing at this unknown new figure. And this is a dance between two very athletic people. But finally, this unknown figure prevails and was able to land 2 more arrows into your mother. And your mother flees. Now, to you, I believe it was the last time you've ever seen her.
Yep.
But this will be the time and the first time that you'll see this unknown figure to be your mentor and your guide. He looks to you after a long while, in the midst of everything that's going on and settling. He says, "You have the strength to fight back, Norcol. Come with me, and I will teach you to harness it." What do you do?
I'm crying, still in shock. Where is my mother? What's happening?
End scene. So, in this moment, your flashback resolves, and you see everything that's going around you, just like that one night in the past, how everything just going crazy, and then you were powerless to do anything, but now you are a grown half-elf. You have the power to manipulate your surrounding. And with that, let's bring everybody back to the table. So, in this moment, oh yes, please go ahead.
He's half elf, and then half human.
We don't know.
He's
Thought he was a wood elf.
He's a
He
dude.
lied.
Wait, are you a wood elf or a half elf?
I'm a wood elf.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was like, wait, did I tell him I was a half elf? I don't remember this.
That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
pretty
No,
funny.
he's totally a wood elf. Sorry, my bad.
Half wood elf.
Yeah.
That's
When the demon possessed her, he cast
Whoa.
shape change, and she became a human. Obviously,
Yes.
You see, it's less. He's like 1.5 beings. So he's like full wood elf, and then he's half something else.
Well, he's half wood and half elf.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was good.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Confusing. Yeah. Okay. With that, what are you guys doing to kind of help with the ship?
Am I helping or am I still in that?
No, you're out of it, but that essentially is kind of a trigger for you as far as just seeing just things going crazy, like
Yeah.
you know.
I use my druidcraft, and I am snuffing out all the fires.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see. If you guys are wanting to kind of just like as a group help the three of you, we can have one of you roll with advantage and see how well you do.
Would this be a survival? Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a good one.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
I
Vortex
that?
probably pretty good at survival.
think I'm pretty good at survival.
I think we're all pretty good at survival.
I don't think I am. I don't think Dan is.
I'm proficient in it.
I'll roll.
Go for it.
Oh, I forgot. Public roll.
Oh.
22.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you guys do well. In fact, I think with how well you guys are doing, you see, like naturally with just such outstanding leaders among them, the crew started looking toward you guys for direction, and you were dishing out orders like it was nothing. Like this is what we do, guys, and so you see a bunch of crewmates just kind of follow your directions, not even like figuring out who the first mate, like where he is, or you know, the captain's AWOL at this moment. So
They're all dead.
okay. Now, as you are clearing up some of the debris and putting out fires and stuff like that, it does the deck of the ship does get a little less chaotic, and things are seemingly getting more reined in. What you see a man come up from the front of the ship, from the stairs, climbed up the stairs and starts running towards you guys. He is in a basically one of the sailor uniforms or sailor outfits, and he's huffing and puffing. He goes. He's when he gets to you, he puts both hands on his knees and he's like kind of stooped over and he's breathing hard, and he says, "Sir, so we didn't really know who else to tell this, but there's well, here, could you guys just follow me as we just get below deck towards the cargo? They wanted me to get you guys to show you something."
Hopefully somebody didn't die.
Oh,
Sure.
move.
Okay, so he runs
after.
towards the direction, leading you guys down a couple of flights of stairs. And as you remember, there's the deck, there's the middle layer, which is like where the crew members kind of reside, and then at the very bottom is a cargo area. But he takes you down to the cargo area, and I don't know who was down here, but someone was like securing all the cargo before. They did a good job for the most part, but there are things that are kind of shifted and moved around. Some boxes toppled over. But he leads you through kind of a maze of stuff where maybe like 5 shipmates are like standing kind of backed away from this area. You can see them like all looking towards the direction of the cargo bay, cargo area. As you kind of break this, there was like a box, right? A giant box. As you kind of break that, turn that corner, you see what they're looking at. And on the floor is a coffin. And it's moving.
No.
Wait,
I pull out a steak.
And you just you don't hear any noise, like you just hear a pounding from the inside, and the box is ever so shifting and bouncing.
Bruin goes up to it unless someone stops him. He's gonna
Wait,
go
wait.
up.
I asked like one of the sailors, like, do we have a list, like a cargo list? Do we know what this is?
One of the seemingly more experienced sailors has a bigger beard than the rest of them, really. He turns like, yeah, I mean, yeah. So I have it here, but it doesn't show anything about this particular box.
You know, after us getting attacked, I feel like we just throw it overboard.
Bruin's already up. Bruin, unless someone physically stopped him, he went up to the box.
Okay. Bruin, you are in front of the box and it's bouncing
Oh.
before you.
Wait a second. I hide, and I get my bow out.
Roll
that
for
was
hide. Roll for
Well, I'm
stealth.
not.
please.
I'm hiding from the guy in the box just to be. Shoot! How do I do this?
Still?
Stealth.
Bruin, I'm like right next to you with my rapier out, like
Yeah.
getting ready.
27.
Oh my word!
Yeah. you like slunk back into the shadow. It's like there was a direct light and it's a hard light, and then you kind of just took a step back and like the light kind of like disappears into your nose.
Peter Griffin.
And Bruin knocks on it. He goes, "Hello, who's in there?"
You don't hear any coherent sounds, language coming from, but you do hear a very muffled
He's like, "That probably sounds friendly enough," and he goes to open it.
Ask him if he's a vampire first.
Whoa, yeah.
from the shadows. You hear
He's opening
guys.
it. He's just gonna open it.
okay, what do you use to open it?
Check the
Both
trap.
hands.
Both hands. Okay, so I just I said coffin. Yes, it's in the coffin shape, but this is like nailed down.
Oh, I do have a crowbar in my bag, which I don't know if I have that on me.
Sure. Well, let's say at some point you guys got picked up all your gear. Yeah, before the fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think I have a crowbar somewhere. I still have it somewhere on my list.
Okay. Well, why don't you roll for crowbar?
Roll for crowbar. I think it's strength with advantage to open it up.
Yeah.
So
Like- I'm looking through the bag hole. Do we have holy water somewhere? Start digging in.
Surely Solaris blessed them before you left.
No, seriously.
23.
23. Yeah, for sure. It's like, you know how sometimes you stick like a pry bar or a crowbar into something and you like try to pry it. It only breaks, it splinters that part of the wood. But this is like, the wood must be like fresh or like whatever, but you stick it in there, and as you pry it open, like all the nails kind of come off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's like a lid. So you pry it open, and
Can I
you
tell him, like,
you think, just give me 1 second. You think you see a soft blue glow, but you're not really sure. All right, so Norcal, what did you?
I was gonna tell him, like, pry it like half open, like don't completely pry it off, so we could, we don't want to like let
Yeah.
whatever is out completely.
I
Okay.
guess we're gonna be willing to do that, but once it's half open, he's gonna get in closer, like mouth to the thing.
Closer.
It's like, hello, is anyone in there? What's your name?
Okay. With that, you have my permission as far as what happens next. Jordan.
Okay. As the coffin or the crate that I've been stuck in has been nailed and shut, I'm trying to get it open. As I see it start to, the half of it open, and someone stick their face like forward, I want to try and push the rest of the lid open and grab whoever just opened it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Are you going to resist this?
The grab?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, you roll a contest strength, both of you.
Okay.
I would like to shoot after this.
I almost want to stab.
Is it athletics or is it strength? Is it-
What is it? What's normal? I haven't played this game in so long.
I make an attack roll to grapple him, and then he makes a strength check or an acrobatics check to get away from me.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was athletics or
That's fine. You can use
athletics
either
or
athletics or acrobatics.
The skill, not the attribute, is what you use.
Oh,
He is dumbfounded. Rolls a 1.
I didn't roll all that hot. I rolled an 11, but that beats 1.
So, as you basically, it's very much like those the great vampire lord when their casket flies off the top of their coffin, or the lid flies off top of the coffin. You see it kind of goes, it does a couple flips as you push it open, before it lands somewhere in the floor, and then you see a big hand, like a hand, reach out and grab you. I'm assuming by the collar.
Yeah, I kick the top of the lid up, and I grab him and then pull him towards me, pulling myself up to keep him off balance, and then I spin him around and kick up with my foot the staff, and you guys hear like a jangling as this staff appears, and I kind of wrap it around him to hold him, and I start like looking around to see who all is in the room.
What do
shoots.
What do
Okay,
we see?
but before anything happens, just visualize this, okay? It's
Yeah.
a tall figure.
Yeah.
Could you at least describe a little bit of what they're seeing here?
what you see is like 6'2"-ish, 6'3"-ish figure in black and like forest green robes with kind of bandages wrapped around the hands that go and like look like they're layered a couple times across the knuckles, and the same thing around their shins. You see a couple like throwing knives on a knife on the back of their belt. The two things that really stick out are what's underneath the like cowl of this figure is a long like plague doctor mask, like a giant like long bird skull mask with like a beak that comes to a razor point, and you don't really see any eyes in like the slit, but from where you guys are at. And then the staff is a little taller, or is about the same height as him, and it's rounded at the top, and there are some like bells that hang off the side of it, and it like jingles as he's moving around.
Yeah.
That'll
And there's
be
like
great for future stealth rolls.
there's a perfect like spotlight behind them, so it's just casting this like ominous shadow over him and also Bruin at this point. Okay, now you can do what you two wanted to do.
I thought vampires were supposed to be hot.
With my bow. Oh.
Are you
yes.
readying it like in a?
Yeah, that was my point, to just shoot him if he was going to attack us.
Okay, so you're actually going to shoot. You're not just going to.
Yeah. No, I shoot him.
Okay.
But it's a 14.
A what?
Even with advantage. A 14.
No, it misses.
Yeah, you just see you see the arrow fly towards the figure. I mean, normally it holds true, but then with a flicker of his hand, he takes it off his staff and just kind of flicks it off.
Cool.
Wow, that's way cooler than what I. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay, and I'll leave you guys to it.
I am.
Bonus attack. Dagger. I'm just kidding.
Drag style it.
Oh man. What
Am
if
I
you had
being
just, like,
attacked again?
So I am
Kevin is.
doing a blood curse immediately on him. I'm assuming he has blood. He's not like a skeleton or undead. Because that's the only way it works. If it didn't have,
Fascinating question to ask. So close to the beginning of of you meeting this person.
Okay, so that's fine. So you do it.
and I am doing eyeless, blood curse of the eyeless.
Okay, and what does it do?
Oh.
Sorry.
When a creature you see within 30 feet makes any attack roll or anything, you choose to use this feature after a creature's roll. Basically, I subtract their attack roll. So I don't know if he's attacking, but I'm just like immediately.
Okay, I would say in this moment, you do send out your spell or curse or whatever. It doesn't feel right, but seemingly it works, and we'll just leave it at that. Do you react to this at all? No, sorry.
I just
Oh.
the person that I have like grappled. You just hear like low in your voice. Who are they? Where are they? Where'd he go?
To me, to Bruin.
Yeah.
Who are? I am Bruin Malchance.
Are you with them?
Who's them?
The people that attacked the ship and put me in this crate.
Oh no, we are saving the ship. Actually,
Do I believe them?
Roll a insight check.
Can I do I roll a persuasion? Or
Yeah, I think you have to roll a persuasion at this point.
Well,
Do
no.
you? If he's telling the truth.
26.
15 for persuasion.
Okay. Yes, you believe him.
Okay.
But you also know that there's way more to the story than what he's just said.
Yeah. I before the staff was like pressing up against like your neck kind of hard, and it's kind of loosened a little bit. You're still he's still holding you, but he's not like trying to hurt you right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, who shot at me? Where is he?
Oh, he's that guy right over there.
Can I shoot him again?
He's actually pretty good. He was just confused because you attacked me.
I say, put him down or I'll shoot you.
I just
In a
turned
lower
the force.
The first one was a warning shot.
What he said?
I'm going to release your friend. If you shoot or throw any more things at me, he
you'll kill us?
probably won't end up very well for them. I'm gonna let him go, and I let the stuff across his face, and I just stand next to it, and I step out of the box.
Yeah. Be careful. There's nails over there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh boy.
Just steps right on a nail, just through the foot.
2 HP loss.
Can I try to sneak up behind him?
Let's see. You kind of gave away your. Oh yeah, you have to roll another stealth check though,
Okay.
and you can roll a perception check.
No.
$26.
26.
Natural one.
I mean, a 7.
Sorry, 26 and yeah, you can definitely sneak up on him. As he lets go of, your comrade, Bruin, in the shadows, you were like sneaking across the top of the boxes, circling
grab?
around. And he steps basically kind of into the light where more of him is being shown, where most of it was obscured before by the shadow. Now you see all 6'4" of this lanky guy. I wouldn't say hulking guy.
No, he's a big
Question.
old bean.
Does he look like if I took off the mask, it would be pretty weird? Like
What do you mean by that?
I take off the mask, or I try to.
Okay. Let's see. What would be the contest here?
Live hand versus what?
You can either roll an acrobatics or athletic check to resist this, and then you'll have to roll a. What's the sleight of hand?
Live hand.
So he rolls baseline a 10 plus probably 11. So I have to beat like a 26.
Yeah, something like that. Or if
23.
you have anything else that you can use, like want to in reaction to this, you're welcome to.
I'll just roll the acrobatics to try and avoid it.
Okay.
23.
Tie.
15 plus 8.
Yeah.
You beat it.
How does that work?
Who needs
If
me to
it's
beat who?
you need to beat it.
Whoever has the highest dex win.
Well, who's
Oh.
defending?
I guess me, technically.
It's
So
a
he
little
beat it to
different
beat it.
though, because this isn't like
What if I
it's not
take
like
it?
a saving throw or attack. He's
What
just
if I
kind of
take it
trying to
from
take
him
him.
and he takes it right back? But I get a little piece of his face.
Oh,
Like a Three Stooges.
we can do that if you both are willing parties, or we can just do a roll off. Just a straight D4.
I don't have my dice.
I'll give you a little peek,
Okay.
and then I'll put it back on if you're amenable to that.
But you're the only person that would see this, Murtai, because
That's
you're
fine.
okay. So you reach out and you get your thumb like in between the mask and his face, right? And you kind of peel it back before you see his hand reach up and push it back. But for a glimpse, a split second, you do see.
As you get your thumb underneath the mask and pull, the first thing that like you notice is that it's cold underneath the mask, and then it feels hard. It's not like soft skin. There's something harder underneath that you weren't expecting. And then the little lift the mask, you just see a blue glow from underneath the mask. And with it pulling up and refracting off the back of the mask, you can't really make out much detail, but you see a blue glow from where the eyes would be as you push the mask back up.
Wait. Okay. Going back to it, does the blood curse work or
That's
not?
so. What is my feeling? Because I wouldn't know immediately.
Did you look this up, Jordan? Because I don't actually have a rule on
It
this.
wouldn't affect me.
Yeah, so it doesn't. It
So he doesn't have blood.
maybe. You just know it doesn't work. You can make any assumption you want.
Murtag, what are you doing? We don't tear off people's masks. It's very rude.
Thank you.
I'm gonna like spin around and say, "Little creature, I really prefer not to just hit people that I don't know off the first meeting, but please just don't run up to people and try to take shit off their face. Okay, that's really weird."
I could kill you. Probably.
Sure. Then I'm gonna turn back to Bruin, who's been the only one that's like spoken with me. I was like, "Where's Jaquez?"
He died, right?
Yeah, Jaquez is the evil guy that died.
Oh yeah, he is. Okay,
So he died. We killed him, right? So
we killed him.
Oh,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, killed
Well-
him.
that makes okay. Thanks.
What is your
gonna start
relationship?
Walking.
with- I stop him. What is your relationship with Jaquez?
How are you stopping me? You just like standing in front of me?
Yep.
I'm gonna just go around him.
Put
He
my
takes a
blade
sidestep.
I put my blade at his chest.
Why is always
Wait.
violence with you people?
If he touches it, does it make a little tink?
I don't let it touch me.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it gets close enough.
Guys. This is
Who are you? What are you doing here? What's your life story?
You came
You're
out
not
of
the one
a
asking the
box.
questions here.
I sure am asking the questions. So you get to ask questions to me. I don't get to ask questions back.
You
Okay,
have yet to
wait,
answer
no,
any
I
of
time
was
my
out.
just
questions.
trapped in a coffin.
Before we go any further, okay? Jordan, did you mean to say Jasper, or did you actually mean Jaquez? Jaquez is the
I
person
actually
that
meant-
basically owns.
Quest
the
is
ship.
the merchant.
Yeah,
then
the
Jasper-
person that owned the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, he was the guy. He was evil and died, right?
Yeah, he's the evil guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, if that person's gone, then I don't need to be here anymore. Job's done. Didn't have to put in the work. We're good.
Oh,
But are you gonna split the money with us?
No. There's no reward. This was a personal thing.
So at this point, one of the crew members speak up and go, "Well, about that," and this is like someone kind of like they got word. They're like, "Well, the captain says well, we're stuck. We can't go anywhere.
What do you mean we're stuck?
Are we just floating in the air?
Yeah, kind of.
We are floating, right?
Yeah.
We're not.
We're not like falling.
I mean, I don't know all the details, but we're not like going forward or backwards.
We're just
Okay.
So, I think we're gonna have to make repairs to get the propulsion system working again. But it's gonna take some time, and Cap says that we're gonna have to land the thing.
I asked the sailor, where are we right now? And how far is it to... Where's the place we're going?
Leandria.
Leandria.
We are definitely somewhere between Leandria and Espa.
Oh, gosh.
That's an
So-
astute observation. Thank you. Can we be taken to the captain now?
Yeah, actually, because he'll be able to answer a lot more of these questions you guys have.
Perfect. Lead on.
So,
And I'm like, whoa, hold on, sailor. You're just going to lead him to our captain, not knowing who this guy is?
Literally
Guys,
came
What
up
is
with
going on here?
Just because he was found in a box doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Arguably, that means
I'm
he's
not saying
more
he's
likely a
bad
good guy.
I'm
But-
not saying he's a bad guy.
Well,
He's
you
just a
sure
guy
are
we
acting
don't
like
know.
it.
Hey, we don't know you, and we don't know what you've done in the past. You may be good, you may be bad. We don't know.
That's a true assessment for every single person you ever meet. Your first instinct is to hold them hostage. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, you did grab our guy.
Because I was stuffed in that box.
Yeah, but we.
Is
Help
there?
you get
This
out
is
of the
a weird
box.
question, but Bruin's like he was stuck in a box for a couple days. Like, is there any poop or anything? Like, is there? It's a long time to hold the bathroom.
You don't know how long I was in the box.
That's a
True.
fair point, but it's probably the whole time. So it's just like, wait, did you have to hold like, guys? I think he probably just needs to go to the bathroom, like real bad. We should.
You're just too embarrassed to say it.
Why don't you just persuade me? Persuade me. Are you a good person or a bad person? Or
I could have snapped your, I'm assuming, friend's neck when I had him, and I didn't. And
I
once I
don't
talked to
think
him
so.
and realized he was
Prove it.
normal,
Prove it.
I let him go.
Prove it.
Prove it right now. I bet you can't do it. He has a strong neck.
And you look over. He does, in fact, have a pretty strong
Yeah.
neck. With that
All right,
straight-
it might have
straight
taken me a
cut.
couple tries, but I would have got there.
All right, guys, let's go to the captain.
I want
At
to
least
I
tell
wanna
us your
do-
name.
Yeah, come on. Persuade
My
me.
name is Idra.
Hell, I do.
Got- Guys, now it's your turn. Are you feeling Norcol and Murtag?
Did you introduce yourself already?
Yeah, I remember.
Hydra.
No, Bruin
I
introduced
look
himself
at
as well.
Bruin
Murtag.
said
It's like
immediately after he was like stranglehold.
I look at Murtag. It's like, what do you think?
My name is Danny.
Sure.
Yeah, good to
Uh-huh.
meet you.
Pleasure. All right, I'm gonna leave and follow this guy now.
Right.
I leave, follow the guy.
Yeah, the guy goes, yeah, Mr. Hydra, Mr. Bruin, Mr. Norqual, and Mr. Danny.
You never said my name. Dang it.
Yeah, please follow me this way to the captain's quarter. And so he kind of takes you back up the stairs to the deck, take you to the kind of the rear of the ship. Eventually, you get to the captain's quarter, and there, Captain Honda is sitting behind his desk. He's smoking a pipe at this point. His hair's tuffled up, and his cap is like, sat on the table. And you guys enter the room. He goes, okay, well, I know you, and you. I don't know you.
He was
Hi.
found in a box.
Oh, well,
I make a big deal about like taking off my hood and like like you're not supposed to wear like hats and stuff in the captain's room.
so, and I like talk to you. Like, do you guys know this guy?
Nope.
He says his name is Idra. So,
Hydra. I don't remember you being on the guest list.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
can you look on the cargo?
But I heard we're not moving and we're landing, and so I'll just hop off.
Whoa. Changing subjects.
Oh, okay. Wait, how'd you get here?
You see, we're getting into details, and that's gonna make things complicated. So the only person that knew that I was here was Jaquez. They're telling me he's dead. Now I have no one to corroborate who I am. Plus, he probably wasn't gonna live very long anyway if I wasn't stuck in that box. So,
So he's
you just
basically
let bygones be bygones, and you just let me off.
he's like running through the same like logical train of thought the group had with you earlier. It's like, wait, you're an acquaintance of Jaquez?
No, not an acquaintance. He knew that I was here, but I didn't. I was here against my will, and when I was able to, I was going to enact my revenge. But things got complicated. I'm not a bad guy. All right.
Okay,
I'm not.
I heard some key words, and I'm not going to make assumptions, but as we all know, and he kind of gestures through the room and says, Jaquez is unfortunately a shady guy, and he had some shady things going on, and it does not surprise me that he kidnapped this man here. And he points to Hydra. Stuff in my box.
He's not a man. I don't think he's a man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Something
rude,
feels off,
sir, but
Something feels off
he
about
clearly is standing here talking with us, so
If I take a ball bearing and I throw it at him, does it make a ting sound?
I deflect missiles and I catch it and throw it back at you.
Take 1d6.
yeah, it returns at fire.
I tell the group something feels off about him. I think.
Okay, so first of all, why are you guys here?
He wanted to. He's pointing at Bruin's pointing at Idra wanted to, I guess, meet you.
Well, okay. Before you begin, sir, with the utmost respect to you and your privacy, you are a guest on this ship. The previous owner had jumped ship. So, as the acting captain, I will be the authority here.
Of course.
That said, you are a victim here, and on this ship, you will be my guest.
You're not a victim. You're a
In the
survivor.
brig. A guest in the brig, right?
I do a deep bow and say, very appreciated.
That said, we obviously have some questions, but it's okay. You do not seem like you want to kill everybody in this room. I hope.
Nope.
Great. I will honor your words as a man to man. Mano y mano.
Not a man.
Why do you say that?
So, that said, we, as you know, the situation as you're from your walk across the deck, you see we're kind of in a state of disarray, and things that should be in order are not in order. Specifically the fact that we can't go anywhere. We're stranded. So, the only option we have is to go down. I believe there is a clearing in the forest below. We can park there and get some things fixed. Yeah. And then we'll fly back up and sail on to maybe back to Espa or maybe to Leandria. I'm not sure at this point. I need some direction from the higher up. But nobody seems to be responding.
What? I accept your invitation to be a guest, and I will help however I can.
Perfect. That's what I needed. And to you three, our other guests, who... Wait, weren't you working on this ship?
And then Bruin just goes, "Oh crap, the coal!" And then he runs off to.
We still expect you to help with the repairs of the ship. You are still one of the crew members, and
so he's a guest, and we have to work.
you guys are on the ship because you are signed up as workers.
You just hear a soft chuckle coming from Aja. Don't worry,
That said,
I'll help you with the chores.
You have special privileges from what you have prevented. Thank you, and he kind of waves at the door. Thank you. So that's our only option at this point. So we're going to take it down in about roughly 5 minutes. If you wouldn't mind, find a seat, secure yourself. Not sure how landing in a heavily dense forested area is going to be like, but it won't be as smooth as you would imagine. Okay, I'm a busy man.
Turn around and leave.
You can come with us to our quarters if you want to. Or you can sleep in your box.
Okay.
Okay.
On the way, I play... So if I tell you a truth, will you tell me a truth?
Sure.
Okay. I'm a cat.
Oh, you're a person, a halfling.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do the game works. It's the truth, not a lie, sir.
Your turn.
I'm the sky.
Okay.
Silly little boy.
Don't know how it works.
As Murtag, as you guys walk and Murtag continues to try to play this game with you, your voices trail off as you go to your respective places, wherever you find yourself, and you prepare for landing, and sure enough, the descent comes. The initial drop scared you a little bit. It kind of made your stomach go up to your throat. But
if you jump right when it goes, you get to like float.
Yeah, exactly. And eventually you guys are able to make it down. Let's see. Okay. So as you guys lower and you see you kind of break the the topmost of the trees. As you descend further and further, you see, shadows kind of engulf the ship, because the trees are big and it's thick. This is a dense, foreboding forest. And you heard that one of the crewmates that you were sitting next to offhandedly said, like, "Hey, I think this is the Forest of Shadows. If where I think we are, and it does span quite a ways from Espa to, like, somewhere between Espa and Leandria. Go ahead and each of you could roll an investigation check if you want to kind of try to pry more information about the Forest of Shadows.
It would be like a history check or investigation check.
Okay, if you're trying to remember for yourself, you can roll a history check. But if you're trying to ask, like, the crewmates that kind of mentioned the Forest of Shadows, you can roll an investigation check.
It's the same for me either way. I got a 22.
Yeah, same as well. Ooh. History, not 20.
I got a 1 for a 20.
What the? I've got a 12 for investigation.
Okay. So, let's see. Wow. So 3 of you had like 20 plus.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a 12. Norqual. You surprisingly are not familiar with this place. Did you roll a history or investigation?
Investigation.
Okay. You surprisingly are not familiar with this area. And then you asked around about it. And, you get some information. Someone did say that this forest has been around forever. And they think there's some weird stuff going on here. And that's probably about what you got. Now, for the rest of you got a natural 20. You know this place to be, like, not only that it's an ancient forest, but it's you've heard of demonic activity happening in this place. You've heard bits and pieces of it, but more importantly, that there's kind of remnants of a dark past, kind of tied to, like, ancient practices. I don't want to give too much away, but that's kind of what you figure out.
You see Bruin, he just kind of goes up to, like, Norqual and, like, pats him on the shoulder, like, hey, you should, you know that thing where you see, like, evil ancient past or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you should be touching it, though.
Yeah, like, you should, like, touch a tree and do it and make sure we're not in a
Okay.
bad place.
I jump down.
Wait, we're not on the ground yet.
Oh. I thought
You
we were.
jump 200 feet down to the ground.
Superhero landing.
Just knee blows up.
I was like, okay.
Okay, so eventually the airship does come to a landing, and as it goes down, you see, like, these legs kick out, like stands, as it drops, right? And it's kind of it lands, and then you kind of get up, and as you kind of get up off your seat, you feel a shift in the ground, and then it settles. It's causing a little balancing issue, but more or less almost immediately you see, like, crew members just start getting to work around the ship, inside and out. you four actually, you four have been kind of working inside the ship, directing the different tasks around the different crewmates. You've been, in a sense, promoted to, I don't know, whatever the rankings are.
I did nothing.
Bruin's still just cooking.
Yeah, there you go. But
He's the sous chef.
you can hear hammering away around and inside and outside of the ship. And, you know, as the sun drops and the dark forest gets darker, you can still hear it kind of going on. But all of a sudden, while you're kind of like inside giving more orders or assessing the damage and figuring out things to fix, you hear a panic shout and cries from the outside.
I run.
Like outside on the ground or outside like on.
Wait, give me 1 second.
Like,
Oh, hi Jody.
Hi, Jody.
She's too good for us.
Oh, by the way, did y'all ever tell John about how you guys were feeling about Solaris leaving?
Oh, I don't think Bruin's processed it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, things kind of are happening pretty fast. So, I would say while you're kind of like doing the mundane task of fixing the ship, which, by the way, I need you guys to roll some checks
Gotcha.
before you are interrupted by the screaming and crying.
What check?
Let's do what's a good check here. Some kind of intelligence check, maybe? No. You can
Investigation?
decide what you want to roll, but I need to write it down.
Stealth.
You can choose basically whatever you decide that will help fix the ship.
can I do investigation and trying to help find all the bits and bobs that have been busted and point them out to them?
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Ah, well, too bad. You want to help me?
Let's have everyone roll their own.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna do that, and I see him doing that, but I go to a completely different area, like
Do we-
almost like avoiding him.
Bruin,
Oh, you're avoiding him. Okay.
Can Bruin do a culinary check? But
Making sure
The thing
everybody's
is-
well fed.
well, he has to stay away from all open flame because he's cursed.
No,
Can you
he's
roll
just-
it? Can you roll it at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Wait, Bruin could have put out all the fire.
Oh yeah, sure. I could. Culinary with the, would that be like a wisdom? Maybe
Yeah, I think so.
wisdom. Disadvantage. It's 12 either way.
Okay, you got a 12.
It's not great.
It's not terrible.
Could I roll a nature check to like find the best wood? I don't know. Is that what we're needing to fix this thing?
Sure.
Oh, so we're outside, like gathering stuff, or
I think at some point, just like he can also be directing like crew members to go out and find some. There's also like supplies in the cargo area too.
16.
Okay.
I got a 13 on investigation.
Okay.
nat 20 plus 6.
Ooh, that really helped you guys.
Plus 6.
Okay, so as you guys are doing these tasks and stuff like that, you did have a moment to kind of reflect on at least in the confines of your own mind, you know what happened with Solaris. You don't have to share it, but it was just kind of like everybody's kind of like processing what has happened.
I
Besides,
was just thinking, did
Yeah.
Solaris go bad?
Adra, you're just trying to figure out I guess you're contemplating what your next move is.
Yeah.
So anyways, that said, you guys hear the shouts and cries for help from the outside. What do you guys do? And all of you hear it.
Run towards it.
Yeah, I'll run to the edge of the railing and jump up on it and look down where I hear the yelling.
Okay. So rushing outside, what you see,
Wait, so Idra is like standing on top of the railing,
Mhm.
looking over. Okay.
are you some of you like down at the like ground floor?
I'm on.
I'm gonna be making my way to the edge of the railing, but I'm not there yet.
Dude, leave me alone. Just
I
let me be,
am-
dude.
Like when? What do you mean by ground? Like off
The
the,
floor
ship?
is floor, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the ground floor. at this point.
Bruin would make his way to the ground floor, I think.
Okay. So, wherever your respective places are, you get outside and you see kind of where the source of the sound came from, and out there, you just see nothing.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's like it's nighttime, but there's some moonlight being shown here.
Can I touch like the ground or the tree? Actually, I don't even need to touch anything.
Are you trying to get grounded?
So before you do that,
Negative ions. Yeah.
Before you do that, one of the crew members, like kind of run down the ramp. Whoever's like near the ramp area
It's a
In
Bruin,
s-
maybe.
says, "Oh, we had like a handful of people out here. Where'd they all go?"
What the?
It's not great.
Oh boy.
How
No.
far is it from the bottom, like from the top of the boat to the ground?
It's like 3 floors.
Were the people that were outside fixing it, were they on the ground like doing repairs, or were they hanging
Yeah.
off of like, they were
Yeah,
on the
so
ground?
some of the like repair like material has been moved outside and stacked up, and they were taking some of that stuff to kind of like rebuild the like patchwork basically.
Okay. I'll turn around to everyone and say, I'll go check it out, and I'll just step off.
I'm already there.
You step
was
off the railing.
Yeah,
Okay.
to go down to where they were off the ground.
Okay.
I was gonna
Nor-
try to. This is Sparta. Kick him. Oh well. I wouldn't
So
have done it.
Murtag, you just see this guy like he kind of just takes a step without even like thinking. Like this is a thoughtless thing that he does, just like taking like climbing down the stairs or something. But he takes a step, and you can just see his robes kind of flap as he slowly descends. So you get there. What you see is kind of like, I mean, just visually, you see like tools and supplies scattered. But is there anything you would like to do?
In Bruin
Are
search
there
tracks.
footprints? Yeah, tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll an investigation check.
I'll give Norqual a hand looking for tracks.
Okay. But Norqual doesn't want anything to do with you, so.
Yeah. Can I reject it?
Oh, let me assist him instead.
Okay, I will take that.
So stupid. That is petty.
18 plus 6, so 24.
24. Okay. And so what you actually see is like there seems to be a struggle and then a hasty retreat into the forest. What you see is like the ground is like disturbed, right? You know, wherever each of the location, there's drag marks leading into the kind of the dense areas of the forest. In fact, there's some broken branches along the way, and you can clearly see the direction it's going.
Can I ask the crew, what is this place? I don't know where we're at.
Let me tell you. And he just tells them everything like that he knew about it. It's like this is the Forest Shadows. There's like all this like old like they did like devil worshipping stuff back here in the past.
So,
and
as soon as I hear devil worshipping stuff, like he could keep talking about the history and all that. Like I go straight into like.
And the fourth king, Nevervar, you see
While he's doing that, I'm going to use Grim Psycho.
Wait, what do you do?
I'm going to use one of my abilities.
Okay.
Where making a history check on places or object touched by evil. I can recall information about darker past around an object you are touching or a location you are present. And advantage on rolls.
Okay. So just where you're standing?
Yeah. Or just like or location you are present.
Yeah, so where you're standing.
Yeah.
I'd say immediately there's nothing that you can sense that was going to give you any indication of what's going on.
Oh. Wow. It's like, My eyes went like super grayed out and then went back to like, interesting.
I'll tell the crew, how about you guys go tell the captain what happened, and then we'll go like do some investigation, but you guys should probably like lock it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's easy enough. Are you guys gonna go look for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long has it been since the last fight? Just curious. Like, did we get a short rest or a long rest?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, let's say the descent is pretty. It took a long time. You guys were pretty high up, so let's say you got a short rest in.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Like I literally had
that said,
no abilities.
You can also just like take a longer rest right now, but
People will die.
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you.
No, I think we go. Short rest and I think we go.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I have left.
8.
Okay. That said, hey, one of the crew members, another crew member kind of perks up, and young lady, she says, I mean, pardon my rudeness, but you guys have seen better days, for sure. Thanks for saving us, by the way. And actually, my uncle, Garrick, runs a shop inside the ship. You should visit him. He's got supplies that he may be able to part. But just so you know, between us, he's kind of he loves his money. So anyways, you can find him on the second deck.
Garrick.
Mm-hmm. And before you go, of course.
Like, do you guys want to go check that out like right now or what?
Sure.
I mean, those people that got kidnapped aren't going to get any more kidnapped while we're gone. Might as well go unprepared.
It's true. You can only get kidnapped once. Like
Yeah.
once you're kidnapped, you're kidnapped.
Basically, yeah. They're either going to keep you alive or they're going to kill you, and that decision's made relatively quickly when kidnapping eventually happens. So,
I like agree with him, and then like maybe kind of disagree.
okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. How do you know about kidnapping?
A story for later.
Yeah. I guess we're going.
I hate to ask this, but we just lost our healer. Do you have healing ability?
He like is flexing out his hands and like stretching his arms. He's like, I can patch some people up. Yeah, sure.
Okay, like with cloth, or like can you heal people?
I can heal people.
Okay.
Did you say
Good.
kill or heal?
Yes.
He's just a chiropractor.
You know,
He
to
just
my
makes
class,
people-
you're not wrong.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
We want to go check out the shop, right?
Okay, you're gonna go visit Garrick.
Yeah, let's go see Garrick.
Okay, so as you venture kind of in the direction of what this young girl has told you, you find Garrick's small shop set up in a cozy nook of the airship. There's cluttered with shelves and trinkets, some potions and various venturing supplies. It's a small but well-organized area with a wooden counter, behind which are the shelves that has all those different things I mentioned. The walls are adorned with maps, charts, blueprints of his latest inventions. But it's pretty much got this warm, inviting atmosphere, with a faint scent of oil and metal from Garrick's tinkering. There's a small mechanical bird that chirps cheerfully from a perch above the counter.
Former Lord Bear.
He sees you. Garrick says, welcome. Step right in and have a look around. If it's gear or gadgets you're after, you've come to the right place.
Does he look similar to Jasper?
No.
I have a question. That like mechanical bird, would you say it is like a living thing, or like doesn't it have a spirit? Because it like looks like a bird, but is it like?
Oh, this here? And he goes over and there's like a little like twist thing or whatever. And he twists it a couple times and starts chirping again. And pecks. Huh. It's a little clockwork kind of bird, but I don't know if it's living. I mean, unless you want it to be living. What are you offering?
2 gold pieces.
Deal.
Okay.
Really?
You just got robbed.
And I give him over the money.
What the?
He takes it. It's like he holds up his little thing, goes drops.
Does it come with batteries, or is that separate?
Yeah, it's something I really enjoy. I like working with cogs and springs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But
No bad.
you there have a good eye for good craftsmanship.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how things work. I go over to Idra and pat his back. Try to figure out if there's a twisty thing.
You jumping up, trying to hit his back?
Yeah, just like.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
have
do you
one of those?
need help seeing something?
Yeah, I was gonna look at your back, actually. Do you have see how this works? Do you have one of those too?
No, I don't have a mechanical bird.
Oh,
That's very
no,
very interesting that you
the,
bought that. Start walking away, looking at stuff.
I think you know what I think you know what I'm saying. You're not fooling me. Sorry. On to what's next.
So does it look like he just brought this stuff with him and is like selling it, or does it look like a ship that, like when you go on like a Carnival cruise and you go to the gift shop and store
It seems
level?
like that was the intention, but his is the only shop that's here.
That's here right now. Okay.
So there's like everything.
Does it just look like Jack Wez's stuff?
No.
Okay.
Oh, true. That shit's all just free. That's just ours now.
It's free real estate.
Ours.
Bruin like takes a little side shuffle. Guys, you know what? I think I have to go like right now.
What do you got for like range attack weapons?
I don't know anything about that, but I got a bit of everything. I do. Potions to keep you standing, tools to get you out of a tight spot, a few surprises if you're feeling adventurous. And if you got something specific in mind, I might just have a solution tucked away here somewhere.
What are your more odd pieces, good sir? And I'm like up at the desk and I'm kind of like leaning over with my like staff in between, just like peeking around stuff.
Now, Garrick is a kind of a tiny man. He's got kind of wiry, like white hair, tufts around his ears, completely like bald. Maybe there's like a few sprigs of hair up top. And he's got goggles kind of like right here.
Oh.
If you didn't know this person, if you weren't looking too closely, you'd probably mistake this person for a gnome or something. Tiny little guy, with an arched back, and humpback and stuff.
So there's like a little like moment of like recognition, and like his like head like twitches for a second, and he's like goes back to like his normal self, like being polite and talking to the person.
Okay. He's like, and he's kind of stroking his non-existent chin hair. He goes, well, if you're looking for something more exotic, he goes, well, I got this. And he pulls out a little tube. And he's like, he kind of fiddles with it, but he's like real careful with it. He's like, this is what I call a bright, blinding, popping thing.
Wait, are those firecrackers?
Brighter.
Layers.
A pop flash.
Bang.
A pop bang.
Yeah. So, well, it's like it's small.
Does it flash first, or?
Yeah, it flashes first for sure.
Flashes first, and then it bangs.
And then it bangs.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. If you need it in a pinch, I'd imagine it'd be pretty useful.
Is it like a one-time use?
Well, you're
If I go
usually
pick it up
trying
again,
to like.
can I use it again?
Yeah, it's just kind of one-time use.
Okay, how many you got?
I just made this one.
Oh,
Okay.
fair Very clever.
I'll take it.
Oh.
No one else. How much for this thing?
Flash.
Let's say I'll part with it for. It's a new invention, bear in mind. So,
Does it work?
I
How would it-
will.
What if it doesn't work?
Oh, it totally works. I've used it a couple times. In fact, I'm
What is
still
that
seeing
we're
stars
using?
from it. I'll part with it for like 5 gold pieces.
5 gold. Hmm.
A one-time use.
I mean, yeah, I'll take that. 5 gold. We're just gonna. This seems like a lot of money, but Bruno's not really a haggler, so.
Okay. He
So,
he hands you the flashbang.
What about a potion that makes you really fast?
I don't have any of those, but I got these healing potions, some standards, some graders. I even have this, and he pulls out a bigger bottle, and this is a nice one, superior.
What would it cost for those?
Oh, he looks around his shop. It's like, supplies are real hard to come by in the middle of nowhere. But you can't find a better deal anywhere but here. For a standard, 50 gold.
Guys,
And
I
then
don't
we'll
have that much.
just double up from there.
So 50, 100, 1,000.
No, 50, 100.
200.
200.
200
Yes.
for the superior.
Oh, sorry, I messed up on that one.
I was
Yeah,
about
he
to
said
say,
what he
buy
said.
that right now.
He said what he said.
How much is the?
Guys,
How much are they supposed to cost? I don't know. It sounds like a lot of money to me. I can't buy it.
guys, I got 15 gold. I don't know.
I've got one.
Wait a second. What?
Do we
I
have
mean, I
any,
guess.
Do we have any potions between the 4 of us?
There should be. Oh, we might have drank them all in that fight in the bag. Yeah.
I don't think I have any. Well, I don't think Bruin has any.
You guys have no gold among you guys?
We have not among us, but there is gold in the bag of holding.
Oh,
You have the bag
Guys.
of holding.
Dude,
Bruin's
so,
gonna.
so how many potions do we want to buy?
How many has he got of each one? Of each tier?
It looks like he's got like 3 standard, a greater, and a superior.
So 150, 250, 450.
Okay,
You want to buy them all?
For all
we're
of them.
buying them all.
Can we
450
buy?
for all of us.
We have that much money?
Yeah.
Dang, are we rich? Dude, well, we need it because we have no
mean-
healers anymore.
How much? What do you consider rich?
Like, do we have 2,000?
How much? How many gold pieces is in a platinum?
10.
10 gold pieces in a platinum.
Yeah.
I mean, we got more than 2,000.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
fire.
But we had like
We
a
have
decent chunk of change in
We
the,
have
in the
no
bag
healers.
from the last couple jobs that
So
you did.
do we want to do that?
Yeah, for sure. Dude,
Okay.
we have no way to heal each other.
All right. Oh,
No, we do. Hydra can heal, apparently.
He can
do
crack
you
some
think-
backs.
Edward Scissorhands over here is gonna freaking heal us.
all right. So do we want to do it?
Yes.
John, I didn't.
John,
I have nothing in my. I didn't put anything in my inventory. Do I have anything?
Yeah, roll a d20 and see how many gold you have.
think it's like
3.
like how much would you have being in the box? Like, did you like?
Well, that's
strip you
true.
before?
We'll
I
say
don't think I really
you have
have
30 gold
anything.
pieces.
30.
Yeah.
I'll just give him all 30. Like, here's what I can help chip in. Here's 30.
I'd look at the gold. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, looking back at the gold.
You might need to keep it for later.
You know,
He'll have
We're
to eat it
pretty
to
good.
replenish himself.
Yeah, you have to eat it.
thank you very much for your contribution. Of like, are you sure you don't want to keep this for later use? Like,
No, this seems like the
Yeah,
best use
we also
for it
didn't
right
talk
now.
about like what you're wearing, armor and stuff like that, huh?
yeah, like,
I don't wear armor as monk.
Okay.
he's
Well-
I don't really do that.
naked.
I just have, like,
I'll have to think about it, but I would like to at least give you a magic item or two.
okay. I'm not like super worried about it right now.
Okay.
Wait, we were talking
So-
about this earlier.
What
Does-
happened to your bank?
does-
Did he just leave?
Yeah.
He left for a little bit.
How much does
Murtag-
the superior do?
A lot.
8d4 plus 8.
So have you ever like tested out a potion before?
Yeah, many times. Consumed many.
You have?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh,
I so.
So Kevin, did you cough over 450 gold pieces? Let's just say you did, okay? So you guys can take the 3 standards, 1 greater, and 1 superior.
yeah, that sounds like a deal. That sounds good.
Okay.
Also, we got the superior for steel, guys. That's the last
Yeah,
time
yeah,
we
yeah.
get it for that price.
Yeah.
What are they supposed to cost?
Like we
Thousands.
give it. I like to think like we like gave him like a platinum. It's like, can you break a platinum? Just like.
Alright, I'll write it down.
8? That's like 1 spell.
So
It's
we
pretty
voted
good.
yay on the potions. So minus 400 gold on the potions, I think.
That was 450.
450.
Mhm.
450.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you how much we have left?
Keep it a
Yeah,
secret.
no,
Keep it a
Just
secret.
keep
Okay.
it a secret.
keep it safe.
The bank doesn't say how much they're willing to loan. You have to ask for the loan.
He's like, wow, you guys really clean my stocks here. So, I mean, I got some ropes and grappling hooks, a few torches or lanterns if you need it.
We've got rope.
Oh, do you have a magnet? I could really use a magnet.
I unfortunately are all out of magnets.
Bummer.
Hold on, let me think.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hey.
like
How are we
I'll
divvying
give,
up
like-
potions?
2
Oh, yeah.
gold for a magnet.
Yeah, sorry, we have no magnets at this store.
What's a magnet?
You want me
how
just
many-
stick it in the bag of holding for now?
we
No, you should
probably
definitely
separate
not
it.
put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should divvy it up.
Okay, so the standard potion gives you what? What's the?
The normal ones are 2d4 plus 4, or 2d4 plus 2. The next one's 4d4 plus 4. The next one up is 8d4 plus 8.
Alright,
Bruin
we
should
should
probably
probably
get the
give
smaller
the
ones.
biggest potion to Bruin, and then the next biggest to Narquil. That makes sense.
So Bruin gets the superior, I get the greater,
Uh-huh.
and then you get
Right.
2
3
regular.
more. If you
Very
give 1 to me and 1 to Idra,
And then keep the one in the bag of holding for now.
yeah, I don't know, or give it to somebody else.
You can take both of them if you want. Or tech.
8.
Okay. I'll take 2.
Okay.
Because you're pretty fast, and if someone goes down, you could get to them pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like Bruin shouldn't have the potion because he'd probably be the one to go down if he's
Yeah, but-
tanking right.
but you could just drink it and then get.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's also on your body. So if we get to you, we need to give it to you. We know.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's right. I guess Murtag's gonna be in the back shooting.
Okay. So, as you guys leave, Garrick does say, remember, it's dangerous out there, but with the right tools and a bit of clever thinking, there's nothing you can't handle. If you need anything else, you know where to find me. And then you kind of depart.
Okay.
So, at this point, I'm assuming that you are heading out into the forest.
Yes.
Walking in the dark, or are you lighting up some lights? And I also need a
Real quick, should we all make cool masks?
I have a mask already. He pulls out the masquerade mask. The demon mask.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I have one too.
Yeah.
I just pull over my hood.
All right. So, what is your marching order?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I
Are we?
I have dark vision.
So we are walking in the dark.
Yeah. Are you
Bruin's,
doing it?
Bruin's holding on to Norcold's cloak. Just kind of like.
So, Bruin is second.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll go last.
Okay.
I'm not letting this guy be behind me. Come on.
I'll be in the middle.
So, Hydra, can you see that tree over there that's like 60 feet away?
No, I can't really see all that great in the dark.
Guys, this sounds like more a bad idea. Like I
Because
think
you're
we
a
should
human, right?
Have,
We're just walking, right?
Yeah. So, are you guys doing it just walking in the dark?
I am. I figured we gotta get to those people.
Can we like do?
Are
Are
we-
you
are we
worried that it's
fighting-
gonna be dark when we start fighting and you can't see anything?
Yeah. Well,
What?
I mean,
I just need to know if you guys are walking with like a light source or not.
dude,
we
could we
should
say
walk.
we bought a hooded lantern from that dude's store? Do you have a hooded lantern?
Oh, I think I have one.
Noah's character does have one. The
There's
thieves
a-
kit.
Does the explorer
I
pack
have
have
one.
any?
Okay.
No, I think
No.
it's just the thieves kit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
you guys are walking pretty close together, so you don't really need to worry too much
It's
about.
a- Like enough for us to see, but like not be seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
give the hooded lantern to Hydra. Since
All
you
right.
can't
So the
see
point
very
is,
good.
are you kind of moving fast or slow?
How we're walking.
I think we want to not make noise, right? We want to be stealthy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you the options here. So you can move slowly and be stealth, right? But it does take a lot longer to cover distance. You can walk at a normal pace and not stealthy and do decently of covering distance, or you can just be outright sprinting. But there's limitations to just running.
I think we move
Yeah.
fast.
You
So-
just want to go?
If we're moving fast, let's have torches out.
Yeah.
Sure,
If we're
so we have
moving
a
fast, then
torch
we're putting light up.
We're moving.
Yeah.
We're moving fast, and we're trying to be stealthy.
No, we can't.
We cannot do that.
You can't have
We
your cake
we
and eat it.
breakneck run and move, which does not let us be stealthy, or we take our time and be stealthy. I'm
Maybe
cool
if
with
you're
running.
a ranger,
Sorry,
we could have
sorry.
moved at a regular
guess-
pace.
I guess what I'm saying is not like full out sprint, but like not at a slow pace, but whatever you said earlier, the first option was, John.
The first one was stealth and be slow. The second one was walk at our normal speed.
Yeah.
The second one was run fast.
Oh,
Third one was right.
There's no real way to move fast and be quiet.
Yeah,
what if we
I say
jog?
Unless we had pass without a trace,
Which that I do.
and
You
then
do?
we can move normally.
Yeah. That's what I was
Alright.
trying to get at.
Okay.
No, you should probably just say that then.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Okay.
Pass without trace on everybody,
Okay.
including
The no torches.
So, go ahead. So it gives you +10 to stealth rolls, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we can't be. We leave no traces behind.
Okay, so go ahead and do. You can go ahead and add your +10 and roll your stealth. This will basically you won't be running, but you'll be able to move through the forest like without like trying to avoid branches, like crackling branches and like stuff like that.
Yes, I love the thought of like we're trying to find our way back, but we can't because the pass without trace like got rid of our tracks.
Or the people who are working cast it on themselves, and they can
Yeah.
find them.
I got a 24.
Okay.
33 with the +10.
Sorry, it's still.
Wow.
I got a 20.
Oh.
Do we have disadvantage or
No, you just add straight 10 to it.
Dude, I'm 30.
30. Okay. Well,
Nice.
unfortunately, your leader is.
20 is great. What are you talking about?
You said 12, right?
No, I said 20.
Oh.
10
I
plus
like
10,
the-
baby.
I like the thought that he's struggling because he's the one getting all the spider webs in his face.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Okay. So as you know, as you're traveling through the forest, and you basically, I mean, I've told you this before, but the forest is dense and it's with thick foliage that blocks much of the light. Narrowing and twisting trails wind through the forest, barely visible under the overgrowth. Every once in a while, you come across some strange, dark-colored plants and fungi. Some glowing faintly in the dim light, but the flora itself kind of exudes a faint, musty odor, hinting at decay and corruption.
Ew.
But this is kind of what you're traveling through. Let's see. I would like you guys to roll a perception check.
All together? Or separate?
Separate, all separate.
Ooh,
20.
got another 20.
Okay.
18.
16.
Okay. All right. You guys all see this, but eventually, as you venture deeper and deeper into the forest, you begin to notice some runic markings carved into the trees and into the stones. They kind of pulse with a faint, malevolent energy.
Do I recognize?
And they're just random and scattered throughout.
Do we recognize the symbols?
Roll a...
Oh, I think I can read. Do you want me to tell you what I can read?
I've got common, elf, and abyssal.
Okay.
I've got common and deep speech.
Okay.
Dwarven.
I don't know. I can't find it.
Is it language or like mathematical arcane runes?
It is arcane by nature, but it's runic. I will say you don't have to keep looking. You're not going to recognize this language. even if it's a language.
Oh.
Under common.
So go ahead and roll an investigation check, or maybe like a history check, or arcana check.
Dude, aren't monks really good at
Can I-
investigation?
Can I use
pretty
my
good at it.
psychometry when I'm touching the rune?
Okay. Yeah, you can. What does grim psychometry do?
It gives me, when making a history check, I make advantage on roll.
Okay, go ahead.
$18.
Okay. All right. Is the rest of you trying to figure out what these runes are, or no?
20.
Yeah, for all, I'll roll. Sure. I'll roll a history.
Unless it's dwarven. No.
17.
Okay. So, you guys kind of get an idea, but these runes are indicative of dark rituals.
That's not great.
So do I...
I have a question. When I'm looking at these, did it look like clawed in there, or carved, or you know
They're
what I mean?
carved.
Like with a tool versus
Yeah.
a claw.
mhm.
Do I...
Is this dangerous to like walk past, or can we keep moving?
Oh yeah, you can definitely keep moving. It's just something that you've recognized as like something that you may have like kind of now this is not, you can't place anything on it because you don't recognize what the rune symbols are.
We just know it's bad juju.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's been like touched by evil.
Yeah.
So would I recall any information from that?
And what kind of information are you looking for?
I'm always looking for demonic information, just based off of my past.
Okay.
So
I don't remember what the spell does though.
the
You're
information,
inside.
Yeah.
it says you have a supernatural talent for discerning history surrounding mysterious object or place touched by evil. When making an intelligent history check to recall information about darker past surrounding an object you are touching or location you are present in, you have advantage on roll. The information.
Oh yeah,
often
and you rolled an
records-
18, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, it's just a dark ritual.
Oh man. And sometimes I can convey visions previously unknown too.
I would say they're. If it's to that rune, I would say the only vision you see is a very a knife sticking to a tree.
Okay. I guess we keep moving.
Onward.
Okay. So as you kind of move in the direction, it seems like as you've like ventured further and further in the direction of where you think the crew members were dragged. Let's see. I would like you to roll. Well, first, you guys kind of enter into a clearing. Okay? It's like a break in the forest, and I want you to roll a perception check. And let's actually, for the sake of time, just do it as a group, and one of you can do it with advantage.
So one person rolls with advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should probably be someone with dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, because I roll with disadvantage. So,
Okay.
imagine.
Nat 20 plus
Oh, yeah. Okay.
5.
Oh, you had to show us.
What you not only see but hear is a chanting. And it's growing louder and louder as you step closer towards the center of this clearing. With a natural 20, you see figures in robes. What you can only surmise is cultists.
Is there like a bonfire in the center of them, or is it blacks? So like,
they're actually. Let's see. Hold on. Before I want to see if they spot you guys.
Good luck.
Stealthy. We're pretty stealthy.
what was the lowest one was like a 20?
Yeah.
You can certainly try, cultists.
I mean,
Jordan's just happy not to have to roll stealth with disadvantage.
Dude, it's so nice. I had a +8 to stealth, dude.
Okay.
All right. So, hold up.
They all roll individually, of course, and there's 20 of them.
With advantage.
would it be a disadvantage since they're busy chanting?
Okay. So, what you see, or as you hear this chanting, man, your roll 20 is really good. Okay. You see several figures, and they're not just huddled in the middle. You see several figures kind of like peppered throughout this clearing. You count at least 5 of these normal looking ones, like generic robes kind of thing. Okay. Let's see. And then as you scan as you're stepping through and trying to, in a sense, sneak up on these guys. Now, these guys never spot you. Then you kind of like step from out of, a fallen tree has blocked your view, but as you step around that, you kind of turn that corner, you see one figure, a little taller than the rest, with ornate robes on. Almost immediately, this one, who's different than the rest, looks in your direction, and you can see next to him, on the ground, there's kind of like off of his like profile, you can see this glowing red that's coming off the ground. Okay. And
He was able to see us.
he looks at you guys, turns towards you, and he says, he turns to face you guys, and as he yells out to you guys, you see all of the other row figures like turn towards you in one like synchronized motion. Wherever they're standing, they're all looking at you.
Ew.
Guys, it's a high five.
I don't like it.
Now their eyes are glowing with malevolent intent, and the singular figure in the middle says, "Intruders, you dare disrupt our sacred ritual? You will become sacrifices to our Dark Lord." Okay, with that, we're pretty close to the end of our session.
Can you sacrifice metal?
Well, I will go ahead and show you the map, and we can do like initiation. What initiative roll?
Initiative.
Thank you.
Roll for initiation.
Initiation.
They indoctrinate you. You are now a cultist.
We are initiated.
Now we serve the Dark Lord, and we're on a mission to spread his good word.
Oh, Glabrezu, all praise be.
All right. So,
Oh man.
you should see. Hold on 1 second here.
I mean, this is really a poor business model. Like they should have at least tried to initiate us, you know? How else are they supposed to get new, fresh blood?
See, this is a wilderness cult. They don't really need new members. They kind of got the ones they got.
See.
Oh, this is big.
The Forest of Shadows.
This
There's
is
information about it.
this is a ChatGPT generated map.
Oh,
I was about to
this
say
is big.
the Forest of Shadows.
Farce.
FARSST.
Hey, where's our
I can't
token?
read.
All right, so
They're
I
there, man.
actually
This is
didn't
actually
have
pretty sweet.
I didn't have time to
sweet,
make your tokens,
Oh.
but I will put it on the map.
Oh, my
You
token
knew
is
we
updated.
wouldn't make it anyways, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you guys got your characters to me so late.
I'm sorry.
No, I got
My
yours
guy
actually
did-
earliest.
My guy actually did have a background on it too, by the way. Black military cut, hair,
Oh yeah.
fair skin, loose clothing, slightly off center nose.
What is Jordan's picture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can put it in if you want to.
Yeah, I'll put it in Discord.
Okay, so
Okay.
all right.
Interesting.
Go ahead and roll your initiative.
Oh, never took my potion. Dang it.
Correct.
Dude,
I'm gonna
we have
put
some
all
real
the-
Dexy people.
All the cultists on one.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
your dexterity is higher than mine.
No,
That's what he looks like.
That's my alert feat. My dexterity is less than yours.
Hey, are we sure Jordan's character is not part of them?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, he led us here
He was like,
from the back.
Jordan shows up and he's like, oh, heck yeah. Like,
We just turn around and just start attacking.
I got a 12.
I need to find your other tokens. I'm gonna put in some stand-in tokens until I figure it out.
Sure.
that's actually kind of a sick drawing.
It is.
Is that ChatGPT too?
Thank John. Whatever software he put it in, that's what made it.
ChatGPT.
I like the tree with 2 root systems.
Actually, here, why don't you just write down your initiative roll on your piece of paper, and then when I get it done next time we come back, I'll just type it in.
Roger that. Can we like see his eyes glowing or not really?
Yeah. Wait, whose eyes?
Idra's.
The picture you can see a little more than what I
But no,
imagine
actually, it's
in
not
my
really
head.
like that.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
dep-
faint.
You'll see it in certain aspects. Maybe when he's in intense combat mode or something.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just type it into the Roll20 so it'll be there when we open it.
That's fine.
No, I don't think it stays.
It stays.
It stays.
Oh,
You
it
can
does?
scroll up.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you
wow.
scroll all the way up.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
just type it in. Okay, so
That's crazy.
this is where we will conclude our session for.
Yeah, this dude's got a majestic beard.
Yeah. Also,
That's
they are AI generated as well.
Dude,
That's
are
cool.
you like? Dude, is
What are
this
you
like
talking
He's
giving you, like,
Mr. AI now.
Who's got the miniatures? Oh, I didn't zoom in on these guys. Oh yeah.
It is a man.
But yeah, it
Nice.
what I did was ask ChatGPT to describe a map, and it like did the 20 by 20, and then it said a rock goes at this location, a tree goes at this location, And then I
Oh,
just
that's
copied that description into the image generator, and it popped out this.
Wow, that's pretty good.
The Forest of Shadowmas.
That's
The
close.
funniest thing was on Bruin's like thing. It had D&D and dragons or dungeons. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty good though. Using chat this.
That's pretty good.
okay.
All right.